Hello, welcome back. Today I have another action figure unboxing, and this is from a company called Four Horsemen Studios, and they are a company that in the past they had done. They're a sculpting studio, and they had sculpted a bunch of very popular action figure lines, like for Masters of the Universe. The very successful line of those. Mattel made those in like the 2008 to 14, 15, something like that. Um, and they also sculpted a very popular line of DC Universe figures, DC Universe Classics, which was another really successful line that had a bunch of DC characters. Anyway, so they and back in the day they also I think they started out as sculptors for McFarlane Toys. So some of those late '90s, 2000s action figures, they did a lot of the sculpting for those. So as time went on, they went the route of what a lot of comic creators are doing, and they started their own intellectual property, and they started some crowd funding campaigns for those, and those are really successful. I backed those. Was happy to see them kind of take off. There's a line of kind of fantasy action figures called Mythic Legions, and they've really successful line. Now they've branched off to Cosmic Legions, which is more of a sci-fi vibe, and they also have seasonally they release figures. It's called Figura Obscura, and those are just kind of characters that are more like they started out with Krampus, which is kind of like Christmas horror. They did a headless horseman figure. They did a Santa Claus figure last year, and just recently they did another kind of surprise drop of action figure, and that is what I have to unbox today. Not going to keep it. It's a Jacob Marley figure, which I am a big fan of A Christmas Carol, and every year I watch multiple versions of the story. I like how some kind of more lean into the horror aspect, not like horror, but just kind of like creepier vibe of. I mean, it's a ghost story, so but I also like the lighthearted Muppet Christmas Carol. That's one of my favorites. I watch that multiple times every year. But yeah, I like all the different kind of incarnations of A Christmas Carol. So, in keeping with my theme of buying things that kind of fit the collection, I like that I can have this action figure as something that I can kind of put with a holiday display and then put it away for the year and then next year bring it back out. So it's not something that has to be out all the time. It has a purpose. And then it keeps it special if I have it out for the holidays, put it away, and then bring it back. So let me get this out of here. There's a card that comes with it. Happy Holidays. And then the ghost of Jacob Marley. Let's see what's this. Oh, it's a Christmas Carol Stave 1. Okay, so this is cool. It's the first kind of chapter of Christmas Carol. So that's fun. I didn't realize I had the book in there. That's cool. I like that. So there's the box. These always are the packaging is really fun on these each release. They're just kind of something fun to see. I'm gonna get this one opened up, and then we will take it from there. Okay, so first impressions on this guy is he's really fun. It's kind of, I've seen pictures of it, obviously when it was revealed, so I kind of knew what I was getting, and I'm really happy with it. You've got Jacob Marley here. His feet are kind of transparent, kind of fades it into more of a solid. It starts with like a ghostly apparition, and then more of an icy blue for the rest of the figure. The Four Horsemen are known for their sculpting. Given their how they started out as a studio that sculpted for other toy lines, so it's no surprise that their own action figure line is very, very detailed. So, and the other thing that they're really known for, the Mythic Legions line, is their customization. So you can kind of take parts off, swap them around, create your own characters. That's not really something that I've ever really gotten into. I like more just kind of standalone figures like this, which I will keep just like this. But in saying that, it does come with extra parts. There's the more, when he when Scrooge ticks him off, he his jaw comes unhinged and kind of screams at Scrooge, which is really cool. It also comes with a couple Jacob Marley, door knockers. Not exactly sure what I'll do with these. He's got a little spot you can hang them up, but I'm not sure what I'll do with them. But they're cool. But the one thing I do want to display on him is this thing, which is the harness of chains that he earned through his life doing his evil deeds. There's some lock boxes on there. There's a safe, which is actually a treat inside. There's a surprise that the Four Horsemen like to do, especially on these releases. They like to do little surprise things in there, so that way when you open it up, not everything has been revealed. So I'm not going to show what's in there, but it's a fun addition. So. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to take another break and get this harness on him, and then have him see what it looks like with that on there. So yeah, I'm really kind of geeking out over this one. Super fun. Okay, so here he is with all of his chains attached to him. Got the harness on there. I don't know what else to say other than this is really cool. I love the fact that this is something that's just different. It's different that, I've never had a Jacob Marley figure for the collection. I've spent years buying different, Batman figures, Superman figures, all kinds of different characters that, they've had multiple releases. But I love that this is something that's unique, that it's well done. And this one, they run, this figure ran about $60. So, they're not inexpensive, but they're definitely the sculpting and what you get in the craftsmanship of the product is something that's worth it to me. Like these chains are metal. That's not something you see a lot of times in mass produced toys. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this. I have some other holiday themed toys like on display in my house, and some Home Alone figures. I've got Kevin and the Wet Bandits. And then I just recently got some Funko Pop Mickey's Christmas Carol. I swore I was done with Funko products, but Mickey's Christmas Carol, that's like speaking to me. So I had to get those. But anyway, so yeah, this will kind of fit in nicely with what I have going on in the house. So yeah, so there's a look, and it's just an opportunity that this is a company that maybe not a lot of people outside of the action figure community might know about, but a Jacob Marley figure might be something that appeals to more people that aren't necessarily action figure collectors. They some like a holiday direction or holiday decoration. That's what I was trying to say. That might appeal to somebody. So unfortunately, the problem is they're a limited release, and now they're sold out. So they typically will do a second release down the line. It'll be a little different than this, but it'll be more of a retail release through like their online vendors. So that's something to look out for, and that would be something that would be available more to the larger crowd. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this one with me, and I'll see you soon.